Well, hello friends, and welcome to another Wsib Truth Matters with Joe Machado, where I separate the truth from bullshit, facts from fiction, in plain English. It seems these days that I also have to separate the smart people from the idiots. I'm going to talk about that. Let's get at it. Well, hello friends. It wouldn't be Wsib Truth Matters without my salute to my friends at the Wsib. This one's for you. You know, after 35 years of dealing with the Wsib, you think that they would improve. They would improve on how the people that they hire, how they train them. I don't know. You're probably looking at me now going, what the fuck's this guy talking about? You're right. You're right. In over 35 years, I've just seen everything get worse. Worse to the point of just absolutely horrible, stupid, asinine. The types of decision letters that I read that our members will send me, or when I'm assigning a case to one of our preferred legal providers, I kind of do a review and give them my thoughts. Of course, they will use their own expertise to do the job, and I, of course, picked these people because they're good at what they do. And I'm not into micromanaging, but I do like to review some of this stuff, you know, just to keep the head in the game and see what's going on, right? Some of the decisions I see from these people is just so fucking asinine and mind-blowing that I can't even try to make sense of it. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit jargon. In fact, I don't think most of them even know what they're writing. And who blames them, right? When you've got the upper level fat cats pulling the strings of decision makers, it's really hard for them to do their job unencumbered from other pressures, where they should just really be looking at the law, looking at the policy, considering the evidence, and making a decision that takes all of those things into consideration. But that doesn't happen. So these days, I think what kind of got me thinking about this, because lately I've seen a lot of decisions from case managers, and I've seen decisions from managers, and I've seen decisions from directors. And I review these and I'm thinking, you would think that the higher up the hierarchy you go, that you would have more experienced, knowledgeable people making decisions. But much to my surprise, that's not the case. Yes, they're idiots. They're idiots from the bottom fucking level right up to the top, including the president, Jeff Lane, because he doesn't know fuck about the Workplace Safety Insurance Act and how it works and any of those policies. Those are just my own personal opinions, but he knows that I know that he doesn't know shit, right? So I've come to the conclusion, you know, that I've always said that I use the... For years, I used the Section 121 of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Act, which gives the WSIB the authority to review, consider, reverse any previous decision made. And of course, for many, many years, I was very effective at using that. And I've tried to encourage others to do that over the past 3 or 4 years. And... you know, 1 out of 100, right? Because when you're dealing with idiots, it doesn't really matter what you put down on paper. If they don't really take the time to understand, consider the policies and the law, and they're just blowing smoke out of their ass, well, it doesn't matter how well put together your decision is, or your submissions, your references to law and policy, your references to crucial medical information and things of that nature. It really doesn't matter, because it's at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck, right? It's just, there's no pride whatsoever. I don't know. It's worse. It's worse than I've ever expected. And over the last 3 years since I've been doing this channel, and I've got a lot of requests for help and letters and people sending me requests for information, and I always point people to the policy and to the law and say, here, this is how this should be. This is the policy or section of the Workplace Safety and Insurance Act or the Workers' Compensation Act before that they should be considering, and maybe you should raise those issues. But you know, at the end of the day, I don't really believe that people at operations know what the fuck they're doing. So I've decided to do something. Rather than yap about it and not come up with any solutions, I decided a few months back, while I was putting together this elite team of representatives, that we needed to be able to get past the operations level and get to appeals as quickly as possible, right? Appeal any negative decision and get out of the operating level. Just get the fuck out of there, because you will spend your energy, your time, you're going to get frustrated like a mouse on a wheel, right? You just go around in circles and keep going and keep going and keep going, and nothing gets accomplished, right? And so in my opinion, my friends, based on over 35 years of dealing with these people, based on thousands of letters and files that I've reviewed, and just get the fuck out of, force them to make a decision, whatever it is, right? Appeal it, get the fuck out of the operations level. I know I've always said I don't have a whole lot of confidence in the appeals branch and appeals resolution officers. I still don't. But I think that you might get maybe about a 30% chance of winning whatever it is that you're addressing. Again, those are my opinions based on stats and based on all my research and all the cases we handle. I get to see that, right? But really, what you need to do is get to the tribunal. Get to the tribunal as quickly as fucking possible and leave these fucking idiots in the rearview mirror, right? Because nothing, in my opinion, gets done in a manner that, you know that you have a decision, and you know that people are supposed to be looking after you, and they're supposed to be looking at providing and approving medical, so you have treatment. They're supposed to be approving, for example, this is a really minor thing, but if you wear a prosthesis and that you develop, or your clothing gets wear and tear, because of that prosthesis, you should be entitled to receive a clothing allowance, right? Something very minute, right? But even that, they've got to create a mountain of fucking paperwork, right? To save a few bucks, right? They fuck with you in the process to save a few bucks. This is the system we're dealing with, my friends, right? So you got to get out of there. Right? Get out of there as quickly as you can. Don't spin your wheels. I know that in the short term you're going, maybe I should push. I'll try to get a reconsideration, or I'm going to go get more medical, or whatever, because I'm not really sure, because they really haven't told me what the fuck the basis is for the decision. But it's like, trying to hit a piñata blindfolded, and then you waste time, precious time, dealing with these fucking idiots, right? Just get out of there as soon as you can. Right? Because it just, they're not fucking there to help you, despite how many times they try to portray that facade. They're not. What else did I do? Well, I created an elite team made up of lawyers and paralegals, and this is the elite appeal team that we have, and it's a part of our membership. But these individuals, I reviewed. I look at these cases. I look at the letters. I look at the case record. I review it, and then I assign it to one of our lawyers or paralegals on our preferred legal provider program. Assign it or refer, same thing, right? Yeah, they don't like it, you know, because they think, oh, you know, Joe, you know, you can't practice law, you know, because you're not a paralegal and you're not exempt and blah, 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 blah. You know, fuck off. I'm not practicing law. I don't want to deal with you fuckers directly, right? They have zero interest in dealing with idiots because I have zero tolerance for dealing with idiots. So I have a team. Actually, two teams. I have our preferred legal provider network, and then out of that, I have another team, which is the elite appeals team, right? And I just basically review files, and I look at, you know, 35 years of experience dealing with 3 major legislations, and I make recommendations. I send it off with the referral to the appeals team, and then they do whatever they feel they need to do from there. Why? Because I hate to see people getting fucked, right? And you really need to combat the nonsense and bullshit you got to deal with something equally strong, or actually stronger, because these people in this elite team, they know what they're doing. The law matters, right? And that's what you need to do, because otherwise you're going to spin your wheels, my friends. You really are. It's not complicated. It's not just to get to that position. It's very simple. Just visit our website, legalproconnect.com, and you just look at whatever legal matter you have, whether it's Wsib, whether it's a tribunal appeal, or Canada Pension Disability, or long-term disability, or whatever. And each section you can fill out a questionnaire, which has been put together by people who actually know the laws and what they're doing, so that when you fill that information out, we have a really good understanding of where things are at, and then make the appropriate referrals and take action quickly to move you ahead and to get you in a position where you can fight these assholes, right? So it's a simple process. And so anyway, my friends, the only message that I have for you today, the most important message that I have for you, is that if you get a denial, and they're denying everything, they have case managers and directors and managers all playing doctors. They're overruling doctors like I've never seen before, ever. It's ridiculous. But the only way that you can fight that is to have the support that you need, because you can't fight these people on your own. I can tell you that. I've been telling you that for 3 years. You can't fight these people on your own. You really can't. There's a lot of really good lawyers and paralegals out there that are very, very good at what they do, but our team is a special brand of good, right? They're a special brand of good. And guess what? It doesn't cost you any more than what a lot of lawyers and paralegals are charging out there, right? By the time you get your settlement, you may end up with a third, or, you know, maybe 40%. No, that's not what we do. We're in business to help people. So anyway, my friends, I'm going to leave you with this. Have an amazing weekend. The weather's supposed to be nice finally, which is great. I'm sure that you're as happy as I am. And I will be back again next Friday with another video. Just made a major announcement a couple of videos ago about our preferred legal provider program, and how we've expanded it across Canada and all that, and so that's really good. I have some really nice announcements coming this coming week as well. Some tools that we've developed to help you help yourself, and with some of those tools you may be able to handle certain things without ever needing anybody else to get involved. So at the end of the day, that's what we're in business for, to help you. And as long as you continue to tune in, I'm going to continue to give you useful information, because that's my mission, right? And I'm going to continue to point out the idiots and the bullshit nonsense and the games that they continue to play. All right, my friends, so have an amazing weekend, and until the next time, take care.
Can feel like an uphill battle, but you don't have to do it alone. At Legal Pro Connect, we bridge the gap, linking Canadians with experienced lawyers and paralegals nationwide. For deeper insights into your rights, join our community at WSIB Truth Matters, where we expose the truth behind the system. From injury claims to employment rights, get the successful representation that you deserve. Contact Legal Pro Connect today. Professional matching, preferred results.